Xexê sarelojá, mama oloru, xexê sarelojá. Aê, lire, lire, oh. Aê, lire, lire, oh. Aê, lire, lire, oh. Aê, lire, lire, oh. Oba, lua, aê, oba, lua, aê, oba, lua, aê, eh, 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 eh.
Mr. Ray representing our focus. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful time.
So my name is Tainah Damasceno, and I work as a teaching artist and performer and choreographer and producer of Brazilian arts culture, mainly working with samba. I started with my mom when I was about 3 years old, coming to her kids' classes and performing with her and sort of doing like special silly little entrances and things like that she would put me onto. And after that, I kind of stepped away from Brazilian culture for a while, Brazilian arts culture, and focused really on classical ballet. And I didn't come back to it until I was about 17 or 18. I had some health issues, so I had to stop dancing during my teenage years. And coming back to dance, I needed to find something that was a little bit more inclusive to a later start, and ballet was not that. So I kind of had a second falling in love with Brazilian culture at a later time. So this space, which is called the Casa de Cultura, my mom created that name, the House of Culture. It was opened in 2007 with her and Mestre Acordeon, and they had both recently lost their respective studios due to rent increases and new landlords and such. So they decided to come together and open this space. It was a carpet store before, so everything you see we built up and invested, from community to personal money into making this a home and making all of those details very intentional, very apparent. Everyone who comes here from Brazil, like all the teaching artists, are like, I feel like I'm back in Brazil. Especially the folks who come from the Northeast, because obviously with my mom and her business partner on the capoeira side, being from Bahia, that is their sort of primary influence. In a nutshell, preparing for Carnival is intense. It's also beautiful. I think there's a sisterhood that's built within that process that never fails to, fill my heart. It's everything from, we make all the costumes together. There's always a theme, an idea that we're trying to bring across, usually related to Brazilian culture. Our group is called Ginga Brasil, and it's actually older than BrasArte. BrasArte became a nonprofit in the year 2000, and Ginga Brasil has been parading since the late 80s. So our block was older than our nonprofit organization. And my mom was always very committed to showing, again, this diversity, this cultural specificity, not like sort of a bland overview of or fusion of what Brazilian culture is, but no, we're gonna get really specific here. And you may not understand, except like, when you walk in, you're like, what is this? What is that? And you may need to have the curiosity to ask questions and the patience to have answers for maybe some things and maybe have other things be mysteries, or, that be sort of a portal for you to, whatever it is, research or look at something that interests you. But we're always committed to these very specific stories that we tell. I think my mother never was worried about the greater audience understanding what we're doing or making something that was universal in order to please. So I think that's a big part of our particular Carnival experience. The girls get to learn about these very specific stories or dance styles or figures in Brazilian history, it becomes this cultural learning experience that I think is really unique. We're located in West Berkeley. We're on San Pablo and Hearst Street, just a block up from University. It's super centrally located, close to downtown Berkeley here in the East Bay.
Oh,